What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we are going to be looking at where spot price ended up for the week. It's after 5 o'clock on Friday, so the markets are closed, and we're going to take a look at where each individual metal ended up. And we're also going to take a look at the community post I made where I let you all decide what you thought was going to happen for the week. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we are going to start off with platinum. And I gotta say, platinum has had a crazy week, an absolutely crazy week. We have closed at 10/11/57, so $1,011.57 spot price, which is not too bad. It's down a little bit from where it was not too long ago, last week. However, we opened this week at 10/30/18, so we are down from that number, right? We started out the week at 10/30/18, and we're down to 10/11/57, so we're down about $19 and some change. But the interesting thing is, that's not the lowest it's been all week. On Thursday, we closed at 978.68, which was very low, and I didn't think it was going to recover from that in the same week, which is pretty interesting to see that large of a swing within just 1 week. We start at 10:30, we end up at 978, and then we go back up to 10:11. Now, the other interesting thing about this is we saw this same sort of pattern in the previous week or week and a half or what have you, where we saw a drastic dip, a recovery upwards, and then just back down to another drastic dip, and then back up to another somewhat recovery before close on Friday. So platinum is looking very interesting at this point, and hopefully you were able to buy that dip once again that we had this week, because that was very fortunate for those of you who were holding out or waiting to pick it up, because below $1,000 spot is a very, very good entry point for platinum. But nevertheless, we will just have to wait and see what happens on Monday or open on Sunday and see where things go next week. Overall, I think platinum is very undervalued, so if you were thinking about picking some up this weekend, it wouldn't be a bad weekend to do so, in my opinion. Will the price go down? It could. Will it continue to go up? It could. I never really know, and most people never really are able to pinpoint it where a spot price will go at any given time. So you just try to look at the overall big picture and where the spot price has been kind of floating around to make your decision on whether or not you think it's a good idea to buy or not. Moving on, taking a look at gold. It looks like gold opened the week at 1787.59 and closed the week at 1787.42. So it was very, very close. Almost closed at the same close as Monday. Almost has not moved one bit. Almost not at all. Overall, the low for the week is 1779.04 on Thursday, with it going back up a few bucks, making it the flattest week I've seen in quite a while. Usually there's at least some sort of movement, but this has got to be the flattest I've ever seen gold be in an entire week. But nevertheless, in my own personal humble opinion, I think below $1,800 is not bad for gold, right? We've seen above $1,800 in the very recent time, so below $1,800, it's a solid deal. For me, gold is the buy and just hold till you die kind of thing. And that's just my approach and philosophy to gold, so I definitely treat it a lot different than silver, platinum, and palladium. So it's up to you whether or not you think 1787.42 is a good buy, but personally, I think it's not bad. Moving on, we are going to take a look at silver as well, and silver opened the week, or closed on Monday, at 23.90. And on Friday, it closed at 23.10. So it's down 80 cents, which is a decent dip. I'm not going to lie. And it didn't show any recovery, really. It just kind of went down as the week went on. 10 cents here, 10 cents there, all adding up to about 80 cents down. So silver is, in my opinion, a decent buy. If you can find it for a decent premium this weekend, I would suggest trying to go that route, because silver hasn't come back up. Will it come back up? I don't know. It could continue to go down lower, right? I don't like to tell people for sure, buy now because it's not going to go up, buy now because it's not going to go down, whatever the case may be. I don't like to talk in absolutes when I'm talking about any of the precious metals, because at the end of the day, you never know what can happen. But it's interesting stuff to look at nevertheless, that silver just kind of was on a downward slope and never really came back up. So it definitely moved a lot different than platinum, which went down and came back up, and even gold, which even just went down just a little bit and came back up to almost the exact number that it came down from. So interesting stuff to look at for sure, and just kind of methodically overview. Now, the biggest loser of all, and it is amazing to see, is Palladium. And I think it's the best deal right now, right? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Palladium is the best deal. I know there are so few stackers that actually stack Palladium, but it is the best deal right now, because look at this, guys. Look at this. On Monday, it closed at $26.1101. It is down more than $300. It closed at $23.0975. I do not know the exact cause for that, right? I haven't done enough investigating and researching to see what the cause for that is. But nevertheless, it's an excellent entry point for buying, right? So if you were thinking about picking up Palladium, I very much suggest it right now. Now, it could go down lower, so I don't suggest it as in it's a guaranteed upward trend, but we haven't seen prices this low, and let's see how long it's, wow. So it has been a while. In fact, 6 months. It's been almost 6 months since we've seen this low of a price in Palladium. So if you were thinking about picking some up, I highly suggest it sooner rather than later, because we could see it go back up to these higher numbers, right? Almost to $3,000. And if that's the case, if you bought at $23.09 plus premium, maybe you bought at $2,400, you could make $600 within just a few months off just one piece. There is potential for that. There's also potential to lose $600, so keep that in mind. You never really know. Metals are always moving and changing and things like that. But it's interesting to look at Palladium, because it just went straight down from the beginning of the week to the end of the week, and it definitely did not come up at all. It is similar to silver, but even a more drastic drop, in my opinion, as far as overall spot price fluctuation. But nevertheless, guys, interesting stuff happened this week. And, you know, platinum and palladium are really the two buys, in my opinion. If you're looking for a good deal and the potential to make money in the short term, platinum and palladium. Gold is long term no matter what, in my opinion, so it's not a bad buy. Silver, kind of similar scenario there as well. But that is all I have for you today. We're going to go take a look at the community post on my channel to see what you all thought was going to happen and compare it to what actually happened. So I will see y'all over there. Okay, guys, so I've got the community poll pulled up here, and let's take a look at what y'all had to say. So 24% of y'all said all metals would be up, which is not true for any of the metals, realistically. Platinum did go down, but it didn't quite come back up over where it was on Monday, so it's not up. All metals down. You were almost correct. If you leave out gold, you were correct, so you were pretty close. Those of you who said all metals would be down. All metals flat. Well, gold was flat, so you were correct on that point. And that is something to take note of. Platinum up. Well, you 7% were wrong on that, and that is unfortunate and really kind of confusing in a way, because we saw it go down last week, we saw it come back up, and we didn't think it would go back down and then just back up a little bit. Man, it's been a crazy ride, platinum, in the past couple weeks. And then 3% of y'all said mixed comment below. So let's go ahead and take a look at those comments to see what you all had to say about where precious metal prices would go this week. So up first, Pistol Packing Pilot said, this is a tough week to predict, so much going on, not only with the economy and the beer flu, but now we throw the turmoil in Afghanistan into the mix, as well as an upcoming circus in Jackson Hole. I'll say nothing but sideways action, probably, but it's a crapshoot at this point. And yes, my friend, it definitely was. And we saw some crazy behavior with platinum, and palladium is just wild because it is just going straight down. And I know a lot of people don't stack palladium. I don't think you have any palladium PPP, but nevertheless, it's a very drastic move we've seen with palladium, and then we've seen some crazy stuff with platinum as well. But silver's only down a little bit. Gold was pretty flat, so you were pretty good right there, and you are definitely a silver and gold stacker, so you were kind of correct on one front. Up next, we got Benny says gold will be slightly up while silver and platinum will be down. Of course, I cheated by leaving this comment today, so my prediction probably won't count. Can't wait till next week. Yeah, 3 hours ago. So that's one of the faults with these polls is I haven't figured out a way to make them like sort of time limited. I guess I could record this portion of the video on like say Tuesday or something, but I think most people will vote as soon as this poll is out and then just kind of forget about it. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But there are individuals like yourself who decide to vote on Friday. So it is what it is. It's just for fun anyways. I like to see what people think's going to happen, whether they were correct, whether they were wrong, and just kind of analyze it. But thank you for your comment and just your support, Benny. I really appreciate it, my friend. You've been a loyal follower for a while. Up next, we got Punch Bowl Turd says, I'm avoiding comment till Jackson Hole Fed meeting is over. So I got to look into this Jackson Hole stuff. Everyone keeps talking about it, but I haven't really kept up to date with it. So I need to look into it for sure. Bunny Mustard says gold will be up. Well, it was pretty flat, my friend, unfortunately. That would have been nice if it was up on the one hand. But it was pretty flat, so I'm afraid to say you were incorrect this time. Up next, Master Sensei said in the trash again, or in the toilet again. Well, palladium for sure is there. Silver's there a little bit. Even platinum's there. But gold wasn't quite in the toilet. So it's interesting stuff to look at. And then next we got Gentleman's Channel. We are not God, so we can't tell the future or what's coming. But all I will say, anything below, I love it. I would love a strong deflation. I don't care if people lose jobs and can't pay rent as long as I can buy cheap silver. I know, pretty selfish. That's wild, my friend. That is wild. And then there was someone who responded to your comment, and you guys got to look at this. So Delcy Galaxy said, if this happens, you will be touched too, you know, one way or another. Economy is a circle. And Gentleman's Channel said, I know that, but I don't care. And then MMXXIII said, you're a stone cold gangster, man. And then Gentleman's Channel said, thanks for the compliment. And I will say, my friend, you know, you are wild for wanting that to happen, even if it does affect you on other fronts, as long as you got that cheap silver. Hey, you know, you do you, my friend. And you just keep living life. That's a great channel, though, and a great comment from you, so I really appreciate it, my friend. And I appreciate everyone who commented and decided to vote in this week's poll. Be sure to stay on the lookout. I will be posting this poll again on Sunday or Monday, and let's hope for the best, right? If we see some downward turns, we might make some buys next week. If we see some upward turns, we might just celebrate a little bit. So that is the life of stacking precious metals. But I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with future updates on my channel. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know your thoughts and opinions on where spot price ended up for the week. And with all that being said, guys, until next time, We will see you.